Dooncast.
Welcome back.
I
to
kind of
Three
went in a
Steps
little
to
late, but hey.
42.
Whoa, what's the matter?
It should be okay.
Whatever.
Alright.
Okay. Welcome to episode 9 of 3 Steps to 42, everybody. If you don't know us, I'm Peyton.
I'm
Roman.
retarded.
Yeah.
Wait,
Okay.
we have to redo it. We didn't do it the right way.
What?
Oh, yeah.
I'm Roman.
I'm Peyton.
I'm hungry.
There we go.
There
That's
we
better.
go.
All right. We are just a podcast. Yep.
We didn't do the clap to sync our audios.
Okay.
It
Well,
doesn't matter.
well, it would work.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Anywho, this is episode 9. This is what would you do as a world leader? It was gonna be what would you do as a president, but old
But
Tardy,
someone wanted to change that.
Yeah,
he wants to be a
no,
dictator.
And
because
I assume anyone
I was
who's
just
watched
thinking
this before
that
wants
having to
know
deal
or
with like the
already knows
probability
who
of the
wants to be the
legislators
dictator.
voting for whatever and the worrying about getting impeached is a little much.
Yeah, I wonder why the worry about
Okay.
getting impeached.
If
is
Jordan
a
was
little
president, he
much.
would go to like a speech and he would just go up to the mic and be like, where you going, Hemi? Where you? He would just repeatedly do
You're
that.
such a tard.
He
is
would like.
everyone-
Yeah.
Are we
all right.
ready to get into
Yeah.
it?
So, we're gonna go over a set, just kind of list of things.
Yeah.
These include, how
All
would
right,
you
yeah.
spend the government budget? That includes, taxes and the
Stuff like that.
huge.
The huge.
What are some laws that you would interpret that aren't really like basic? Just like don't kill people.
Yeah, what are
Aww.
like some important
Can I
laws
go
that you
against
want?
that rule?
How would you deal with
wanna be a
customs
retard.
and or border patrol, foreign relations and crisis management?
Yep.
Um,
Yep. That sounds pretty. Yeah.
and then 6 is less than sooner, please.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Anyways,
King
so we're gonna go. Roman's gonna go first.
Mm.
Then I will go, and then we will finish off with Tardy. So, Roman, what would you do if you were president?
Let's see. Let me pull up my notes here. I would just do the use, just
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I know.
All right. Is that what you're gonna do?
Okay.
Okay.
So
Moving on. How would I spend the budget? That's our first category. All right. So, with the U.S. budget, I know that Tardy is going to be a tard
Not
and be
really.
mad at me
oh.
because I really don't want to put very much money into the military.
Do you want to
I
decrease
am
it?
like, yes, I want
That
to
is a
like
bad
decrease the.
idea.
I'm not. No, I just don't want to actively put a ton of money into it. I'm not like.
So
I'm not like.
are you decreasing the funding or increasing it?
I'm
or keeping it the
decreasing the
same?
funding. I'm decreasing the funding. I'm not.
That's
Yeah, no. I'm
not-
definitely way decreasing the funding.
That's not a good idea, but okay.
Why not? Why not? Explain.
Because-
Go. No, go.
More wars will enact if we with us if we are not one of the main military presences because then
Why?
it's because that if we
We-
are weaker then we are less of a threat and so
I'm not destroying our entire military. You know.
well
I'm
yeah
just,
but
all I'm doing is not getting that much more. It's not. We will be. I guess weaker in general, but we're not going to be that much weaker. It's not going to have. It will have a bit of an effect, but it won't have as much of an effect. And I think there are so many other more important things. And I also don't really even grant what you said. So.
well I mean if you are weaker then people will not be will not be as afraid of you as they are when you're stronger and so they will not
Yeah,
take
but I mean, yeah, but Russia's, for example's military is pretty is weaker than a lot of others, but we are scared of them because they have a lot of nukes.
Well,
So,
yeah.
I
So
mean,
are you
we'll
investing
do
in nukes?
just fine with a little while, if we go a little while with a much smaller military budget, uh,
But the
and
most of the
in just making and spending all that money on making the U.S. a
a
better
nuclear
place.
nukes aren't the only
And
reason you're afraid of a country.
I never said that.
Yeah, but like it's mostly other things.
Yeah, but it's not like if you, as soon as, the information goes out that you decreased your military budget by 5%, it's not like Russia's gonna be like, give me that booty. It's
Well,
Yeah,
not,
we're not
no.
well,
gonna.
I mean,
No.
after 3 years of it being decreased and it getting weaker, um,
It's not gonna get as much weaker as you think it will.
well, how
It's
much are
not
you
like I'm
decreasing it?
destroying by like a lot. I'm gonna be spending. Hold on, let me see
Yeah,
here.
by a lot.
70 billion. I'm spending $70 billion on the budget. Let me see how much we spend right now. I'm just decreasing it by 93%. It's fine.
You're decreasing it by
Yes.
93%?
Yes, I am. We have
That
enough
no, that is
stuff
really
to
dumb.
last us however
Do you
long.
not hear yourself? You're decreasing it by
It might be
93%. Okay, you're
Okay,
retard.
so what is
You
no,
are
hold on.
retard.
What is Tardy, if you want to just say that, why? Explain. Why? Go.
You are decreasing
You have
it
the
by
floor.
93%. That is barely enough to
That
keep
doesn't
No,
make
that is
you
barely enough to keep most of our stuff running. You like the
What
gas
do you mean most of our
the money that we spend on like gas and fuel on like ships, tanks, air forces, the electricity that we use for the government like military buildings, that will cost more than the 7% that it's keeping. Decreasing it by 93% is really
Okay, yeah, I probably
hard.
I shouldn't do that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you shouldn't
okay.
do that.
Fair enough. I'm just hold on. It does. I mean, I really don't think we need the world even needs like a bunch of military.
Then you
I
are dumb.
really don't think military should be a thing.
Then you're
I mean,
stupid.
the world in general, I'm saying,
Well,
do you want
in a
military in the
perfect
world?
world where no war ever exists, then yeah. But there will
I
always
just think
be war.
escalating it is just making it more of a problem, you know? Escalating it is just pushing the problem further.
Okay, you might think that no one should have.
I'm not going to decrease it by that much, but
you may think
yeah,
that no one
I
should
am
have a
still gonna
military,
decrease it a good bit.
but
Can I ask
in
good
reality,
question?
then no one
Yes,
is
Roman,
follow that.
please.
So for say, you you have a bunch of alliances with, just the use with the NATO people. For say you supply them with materials for a reasonable amount of money and they ally with you, then you're pretty much under their cover, I would say. Um so if war does break out, yes, your military may not be as strong as the default US
Could do.
spending, but
I could see
you
something
also
like that.
have,
Plus, there's also NATO, which is a huge thing. And what I'm pretty much gonna do is
I
spend enough
believe
to
if
keep everything.
NATO,
I'm going to spend enough to
Hold on.
keep everything running, but not to buy anything more for a military. That's what I want to do. That's what I'm
Go
gonna
ahead,
do.
Jordan. What were you gonna say?
Yeah.
I believe that we would stand as strong by ourselves as U.S. military. We would stand a strong chance against all of NATO.
Okay, that's even more of a reason why we don't need anything else.
We would stand a strong chance against NATO. So
Yeah, I heard what you said.
why would that? If we were just relying on NATO,
because we're strong.
then
That's why. We're not just relying on NATO, Tardy. I'm saying we just don't get anything else. You realize we have a strong military.
you do realize that the going on keeping our bases is a lot of our budget. Like,
Yes, and
um,
that's why I said you're such a.
no,
Earlier, I said I am going to spend enough to keep everything running.
do you know how much that is?
Yes, I do. I just did the math.
How much?
5% of the budget. The
5%.
U.S. budget. Yes.
That, you are. No, I just severely disagree with Peyton.
Why? If you want to have a reason, if you have a reason, then go ahead and
It's
have a
because
reason. But why?
As information and technology increases, then everyone else's military will get like increasingly bigger, but ours won't.
I would
And
also be more.
technology increases pretty
kind of
fast, and military
Yeah.
increases pretty fast with other
Yeah.
countries.
Which I mean, that's fine. Hold on, let me. I was thinking about something else I was gonna say. Yeah. And that sure, but I don't think my thing is like 4 years. I'm gonna like heavily cut back on the military to increase the well-being of the U.S., which will in turn help our military out. And actually, speaking of what you said, I'm actually doing I'm doing you'll see with
Yeah, I will
scientific
continue this
research into
argument
further
after I
stuff.
hear what else you have to say. Because if what
Yeah,
else you have
sure.
to say is
But
done,
hold on, I had
then
something else. What I was gonna say is that I would also be a lot more strategic, because the budget we spend on on our military is also, by the way, so much more than anyone else, any other power, which is also another reason why decreasing it would be fine, because we're still spending a ton compared to everyone else in the world. But the thing is, our military budget's effectiveness isn't even that much better than some of the other countries, not even remotely. We're getting way less effective stuff for our dollar with the US military budget than, for example, like China is. So I would be a little bit more strategic and better with that too.
well, I mean, you can't just be like, oh, I'll buy the bargain bin plane instead of the on brand plane. It's not how that
What?
works. You
That's
can't
not
be
what I'm
like
saying.
really
That's not what
you can't be
Tardy,
strategic
that's
with
not
like
what I'm saying.
spending and like
Well, clearly you can, because that is exactly what other countries are doing that we're not.
no,
And
they
that's
just have
how
access
we're
to
spending.
more resources and they have better um like
Is there any evidence, or are you just pulling this out of your?
it's not that hard to infer.
I'm gonna assume the latter there. It's not true, because they are literally. Hold on, I'm gonna get some numbers really quick.
Oh yeah, are we going back to Romans after Peyton's or
Roman did his. Okay.
No, that was mine.
So, yeah, so for example, China, I think, is the second most spending on military in the world. I'm not 100% sure. Spends about 25% the amount that we do. And I'm decreasing our budget by, I don't even think 75%. I think roughly
that's
75%.
because
70%
they
is what
have
I'm doing now. But the strength that their military is increasing is like 60% of us. I looked
well
at this
yeah,
a long,
that's
long time ago, so I
because
don't know. But
they have better
that's
like
because they're using their money more efficiently than we are.
well, that doesn't take 4 years. It's because they have a lot of money in
What do you mean
manufacturing.
that doesn't take 4
It's
years?
because they have a lot of money in manufacturing.
Okay, we have a good bit of money in manufacturing,
but
and we
not
can
as
just
much
put
as
more
they
of
do.
our military budget into manufacturing. Then that's what I will do.
And I believe NATO is in the military budget or like allowance to NATO.
I think that would fall under like foreign aid, which I don't know, or international affairs or whatever. I have that as separate. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do for military.
Okay.
If you have anything else you want to say, Tardy, but
I'll go
obviously
back to
decreasing it
this.
by that much was not a good idea.
Yeah.
Let's not spend
but
16 minutes on
yeah.
just
Okay,
military.
and also one more thing
Well, I mean,
for military
Rome's not
before
doing
I
his thing, so
he did do his thing. We're finished with his segment.
yeah, and his
Continue, Peyton.
We're
segment's
going
like
on
less
to
than
my
3
segment.
Less than
Peyton,
3
go ahead.
seconds.
Segments. Yeah, of course it took less than 3 segments. It was one segment. Anyways. Okay, and here's another thing that will help with this budget. I don't know it. Hold on.
Oh,
just
it?
real quick.
Oh, like the book
Yep.
written by hold up, was it Stephen?
Stephen King.
Yeah, it was Stephen King.
You don't know who wrote it? You don't know that off the top
I
of
get
your head?
Stephen and Stephen King mixed up.
For whatever reason.
Yeah. Okay. So what I am also gonna do to increase the budget that we have to spend on whatever is, and Tardy is gonna hate this. This shouldn't have to be a debate. I'm cutting ice.
Wait,
wait,
no, that
Well,
is
not cutting.
really
No,
dumb.
I don't mean cutting. I mean like just severely,
Ice doesn't.
severely
Ice
decreasing.
doesn't have enough budget as it.
I think
as-
actually.
they don't
No,
have enough
they have
budget.
more. They have more than enough. Or actually,
No.
well, hold on. Ice and Border Patrol are like two different things, right?
Yeah.
Then I am practically cutting ice. Yeah, I'm
Do
good
you
with that.
wait?
Because they don't really need
No,
what they
but
have.
illegal
I knew
aliens
this was gonna be an
cost a
argument, too.
lot of money in welfare. A lot of them are in food stamps. A lot of them they get like $2,000 per month. For free.
Yeah.
Illegal
Well,
people. Like in
okay,
Minnesota,
but so wait, how does this tie
in-
into what we're talking about? How does this go into
because
what we're talking
ICE
about?
gets the illegal people out of the country.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Well, Tardy. Well, I mean, yeah, but so hold on, how much
yeah,
would that
but
amount to?
I don't like them.
Oh, you don't like
Okay,
ice?
you don't like.
No, I was
If you don't like Mexicans,
doing
that's
the
fine.
the translation thing.
And there aren't as many illegal people in the country as you think. I don't know. Okay, I'm doing 35% healthcare, which is an increase from I think it was like 20 something. I think we need more affordable healthcare. That's a huge economic problem. So I'm increasing the budget. I'm doing 20% Social Security, and a lot of the numbers I found on percentage of our budgets aren't like vary like a lot. I think I'm keeping that generally the same though with Social Security. And then for education, I am increasing it from I'm increasing it to 7% because a huge problem in the US is bad education, and we definitely need more to be more educated. Although I got multiple sources saying, I got multiple sources. One said it was like 2% of the budget. One said it was like 20, although I highly, highly, highly doubt it's like 20 because
I just feel like I
would
mean,
like to
the
increase
school
it.
system does need more budget, but I feel like most of it needs to be reworked.
I agree with that, and that's what I would do as president as well. I would definitely rework the school system and fix it.
This episode isn't about reworking
That
the
was
school
episode
system.
6, which is not on Spotify.
Yeah.
Okay.
Aw.
Now 3% of my budget is just going into infrastructure, like fixing roads and highways and stuff, and I think that's about the same as it was. Might be a little bit more. And then 10% is going into our debt interest. to pay back our debt. And my goal as president here is to not accumulate
Get
more
rid
debt
of that.
and pay it off
Okay, is
a
that
good bit. I think that our debt is like 130 or 140% of one yearly income. I don't know. This won't make a crazy dent in it, but it should go down is the goal for my presidency.
yeah.
Uh
Is that like it for your budget
no.
or is
No,
there
there's
more?
more.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I have like 5 more things, although they're mostly small except for this, which I am huge boosting to 8% from like 1-2% scientific research, like NASA and disease cures.
Please.
Yeah.
We need to increase that. I'm increasing that from like I think it's 1.5 to like 8%. Because we really do need science, and that's a huge reason. And also for military science, doing all of that science is this was what I was going to say, but I don't really want to reveal what I was doing. This was what I was going to say earlier in our argument, is that science is really can somewhat substitute for war, because a huge reason we won like some of the most important and best, like the best wars we won, like World War II, stuff like that, was a lot because of science, and we had a higher science budget then, and the science budget has just been down lately, and I really think we need a higher budget in science and things like NASA and curing diseases and stuff like that, because that is kind of important. 3% housing, which is just like kind of the same. 1% for international affairs. That's also, I'm just kind of keeping it the same. And I am slightly increasing food and agriculture to 4% from like 3%-ish, because we need food, so I feel like it would be kind of good to have food. And then lastly, I am increasing energy and environmental studies for my last 4%. Yeah, my last 4% is going into energy and environmental studies.
Okay.
And then I'm keeping taxes the same. I'm not increasing them or decreasing them, although I do think they need to be decreased, but I really I don't know if I can.
Is that pretty much
That's
of
what
you
I
have?
had for budget, and that is
budget.
going to be a large portion of my segment. I don't think I'm going to talk about anything else for even a tiny fraction of as long.
Let's hope, because
Yeah.
that was
Yeah,
that was a lot.
I'm not going to be talking about anything else for even close to as long. For laws, I don't think I would really change many important laws. Like, I think reworking the school system would be a good thing. I would have to figure out how to do that. And also, I feel like voting should change, because it's not really the most the most democratic way, I guess, of voting. The voting system has a lot of flaws in it too. I would have
As
to
in
look into it more.
Democratic does not mean Democratic Party.
Yes, we have been over that. Democratic.
Oh, I mean, not on the podcast.
Yes, not on the podcast, but outside of podcast, yes, Democratic does not mean Democratic Party. Yes, I need to make sure the Democratic Party always wins no matter what. No, that is not that is not what I am doing. How would Roman, could you move your little guy, because it's kind of covering the next thing? Thank you. How would you deal? Okay, well, we kind of already went with how would you deal with Customs/Border Patrol. I kind of already talked about that.
Foreign relations is your next.
Would you start a war? Or which? Huh?
No,
that's just
relations. Is that really?
Relations.
It's
yeah,
foreign relations.
That's foreign relations. I thought we actually did delete that, but we didn't. Okay, foreign relations. What would I do with that? Okay, so I don't really know. I'm not going to try to start any wars or conquer any countries or anything like that. I would like to remain mostly neutral and peaceful, unless something like war breaks out or something like that. Of course. But how would we do y'all have like any questions, because I don't know how what I really would say
how'd
for
you deal
that.
with NATO?
NATO,
And yeah,
what do you mean, how would I deal with NATO?
like, would you decrease the funding given to them, or
I don't know. I would try to keep it partially relatively the same. If anything, I might decrease it a little bit. I might
okay,
decrease it a
how
bit.
about like treaties with other countries, like Russia
I
or
really don't think
whatnot?
we. Huh. I would have to look into some of the treaties we have to see if they're good things or not good things.
Because I believe there is
I
a
mean,
treaty
I don't
with
really want to like break any peace treaties we have
like,
necessarily, unless.
or well, maybe not that, but like with Russia being like thought about,
What do you mean Russia being thought about?
or like treaties with Russia being thought about.
Okay. I mean, I wouldn't be making any treaties with Russia. I certainly wouldn't be doing that. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think. I mean, if you need me to explain that, then I will. But I don't think that really needs much explanation.
I mean, they. I
Are
don't
you?
see
Do you
why you
want to become
wouldn't.
communist?
They aren't
I know.
communist.
I'm just
Right.
with you, Tardy.
Yeah.
No. I don't think there's someone that U.S. should associate with.
I mean, okay.
They're
Talk
not
about
someone I
that
want to
in
ally
my
with.
section.
Okay. We can go into that in your section. Crisis management, we didn't really flesh out. But okay, I'm kind of gonna say what I would do for like a natural disaster, and then also what I would do for an economic crisis. For a natural disaster, like some huge disaster coming, like huge hurricane or earthquake, or whatever. I would obviously just send a lot of money and people instantly to go and repair whatever like all the damages and stuff like that. That's partly why I'm increasing housing and infrastructure a little bit in case of that. But more like, I guess, like global crises like wars, I don't know what I would do in the case of like a World War III or whatever breaking out. I would try as hard as I could not to be Carl Booth.
I was gonna say, yeah,
I
don't
would
be
try
Carl
not
Booth.
to be Carl Booth. But no, yeah, I really don't know. It would depend on the situation for World War III. I feel like we should have maybe fleshed that out a little bit more, but are we good to move into Tardy for the final segment?
Okay.
If you have any questions, you can ask me if there's something that I didn't go over that you wanted me to kind of go over.
Okay, no. Your segment was pretty
All
straightforward.
right,
I
thank you.
liked it.
Okay. Podcast. So we want to start with budget.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. For military, I'm going to keep it relatively the same, and I might come back to it to increase it because 38 to 40% of the military budget is maintenance, and so and
Quite.
a few of my other plans will be needing more military to as like, a threat to other countries so they
Yeah,
don't mess
I
with us.
definitely agree with keeping stuff like maintaining the stuff is
No,
good.
I'm gonna be keeping it 100%.
But yeah, I definitely
least.
agree with maintaining a lot of the stuff is probably good, but I really don't think we need a whole bunch more fancy new weapons, at least for a little while. Just focus on helping the US out instead of just being big
I
scary
will be
military.
increasing I'll be increasing tariffs by 20% on everyone. This will lead into me decreasing taxes and
Okay.
giving more budget to other stuff.
Okay.
And it will bring more manufacturing to us, which also boosts the economy.
Yeah.
Um, And then I will school. I'll probably get into that next. I will be increasing budget to like research, or I'll just be increasing budget in general to school by
Like you're increasing budget to school.
yeah.
That's
Oh,
surprising,
wow.
seeing as you
Oh,
don't find
tardy.
it very
Ooh.
important.
Well, I mean, if it was better, I would like it a lot more.
So you gonna like try and rework it a little bit?
Yeah, I would definitely rework it a
I
lot.
agree.
And make it less about like assignments and like packets to more
It's all about learning about
projects.
the history of stupid people
Goop.
that we are never going to hear about ever again. Yeah, no, I
Yeah, I
think
feel
some
like
of the
that is
subjects
pretty
and
dumb.
topics are really stupid, but we talk about that in the school system episode, so you can go watch that if you
Yeah,
want to
and
hear
I
more
feel
about
like
that.
high school and college should be more focused. But
It's previously mentioned.
yeah.
Sorry to cut you off
Agreed.
just real quick. Episode 6 is not on
Oh, yeah.
Spotify.
Because
Um,
6 is
Dare
less
you.
than sooner, please.
yeah. So go to our YouTube channel for that. If you're
3
listening on
steps to
Spotify, it's the same
42.
name.
I don't think anyone is listening on Spotify.
What if they're listening to it on purple Spotify?
How about red Spotify? Social Security. I do not. I might increase it by like 1%, but I don't feel like
Yeah, it already
it
takes up a
needs
huge
more.
portion of the budget. I just kind of tried to
Yeah.
keep it relatively the same because decreasing it would have some like bad effects, but increasing it probably.
And this is like a policy, but it does include with like budget and stuff. I'd be making a law for medical stuff. And so they can't charge for like they can't charge you for things that are 1.7 times the market rate of the object. Like if you take a Tylenol, it shouldn't be $200.
Yeah, I definitely agree with some of that.
Well, you don't want to take Tylenol. It'll give your kids autism.
Man.
Ah, but ibuprofen, huh, Roman? Ibuprofen.
I do ibuprofen. I do ibuprofen.
Peyton, do you ibuprofen? Peyton? Do you ibuprofen?
I think he's ignoring you. Either that or he got like called to do something.
No, I just have him muted.
Okay, yeah, makes sense.
Okay.
Did he say something?
I asked him if he was gonna be ibuprofen.
Okay.
What? Can I? What is I need like a list
Whatever Tardy
of
just
what.
said, I agree with it.
Oh, he does ibuprofen. You heard it from him first.
So you do need a list? He said I need a list, and you said you agree with him.
Yes, I do need a list. I desperately
I need like
a
a list of
Okay,
what
anyways,
the
Tardy, please
the
keep
government
talking about what
spends
you're
on
talking about.
stuff. I hate Peyton. Peyton sucks.
I'm awesome.
Shut up.
Continue, Jordan.
I feel like I will be keeping most of the other stuff the same. But I will be increasing with that 20% that we make from tariffs. I will be adding that letter to the 10% to research and like science stuff. I will probably, yeah, it should be about it. I'm not,
No, that's not
nothing
about it.
else
That's about being
is.
president. It is a novel
I
written
feel
by
like
Stephen
everything
King.
else is about right. Um, with
What
budgeting.
about
I'm
scientific
not gonna
research?
decrease
What about
ice.
scientific
I am.
research?
I just said I would
Oh,
increase
okay.
that. If you didn't mute me, maybe you would have
Oh,
known.
okay. By how much?
It's hard. By most of the money that we gained from
Okay.
tariffs.
That's good. I mean,
And actually, with the law that passes, I will decrease medical
why? That's like a
because.
horrible idea. You were just talking about why you wanted
Well,
to
did you
increase
not
it.
see the? Did you not hear the law that I was gonna pass?
What law?
That hospitals can't charge more
Yeah,
than one
yeah.
time
Okay, yeah. No. That's fine.
1.5
That's fine then.
1.75.
I guess I definitely agree
Then
with that.
yeah.
I would pass a law like that too, 100%. That's definitely good. Yeah.
And then I will
That's fair
add
enough.
the money that I gain from that to military.
Of course you would.
Cause you'll see why. You'll see
I
why.
already know why. Believe it or not, you're not that unpredictable.
I will be cutting almost all of the funding that we give to NATO and other countries.
Why?
Why?
That's just gonna make
Because
people
I feel like
upset at
we
us,
should.
along with the
Well, I
tariffs
mean,
you're putting on them.
Go ahead, Jordan.
I feel like we should take care of ourselves first, and not many countries that we give money to are as much of a threat, as much like they don't threaten us much. Especially if we increase a military. And I would reach out to Russia for a alliance
Why?
because they are a decently strong military presence. And they have a lot of alliances themselves. And so I feel like
Yes,
they
but
would
they
be,
have a
and
lot
they have
of
a ton.
alliances with people that we don't like. Almost all of their alliances are with people we don't like.
Then we will talk with that when we fight a war.
So you just kind of want to cross the. You just want to build that bridge when you get there, cross it, whatever the
Burn that
fucking
bridge
saying
when
is.
you
Well, I
get
mean,
there.
You just want to deal with it when you get to that
a
point.
treaty cannot really hurt us, not much, unless it's
Oh,
like
yes, it
talking
can.
about NATO won't like that.
Well,
Yeah, and
look,
that is how
Everyone
it will
dislikes
hurt
that.
us.
if Russia starts, attacking Britain for whatever reason, you're probably going to side with Britain just because they're. I mean, for say you do side with Britain, then Russia's allies will come in and just it'll turn into a whole
It'll turn
world
into a
war.
whole thing it doesn't need to turn
There's
into.
so there's
Okay,
no.
why would? Then that's in general. If Russia starts a war with England, then that
Yes,
would
but
start
making a
a world
treaty
war.
just so that way you can break it if they do something you don't like is not really reason to make a treaty.
Well, I wouldn't. No, that's not. No. The treaty with
making
Russia
a
is
treaty
with
so
Russia,
that
not
way they will follow
no
it
one
and
else.
you will not.
No, I'm not gonna wage a war with Russia.
I'm saying that you're making a treaty and expecting them to abide by the treaty, but you don't want
No,
to.
the only reason I'm making a treaty is because I don't want war with Russia.
Yeah, I mean, okay, but I'm just
And
yeah.
I'm not making it. I'm not like making a treaty with China or anyone.
Yeah, I'm just saying, I don't know. I feel like there are a lot of other people you should make a treaty with before Russia.
Because NATO, I don't feel like NATO is a amazing idea.
Why not?
In general.
Why not?
Because I feel like countries should side with people if they like the reason they're in a war, or protect them if like someone's waged war on them. But with NATO, you have to get involved.
Yeah, maybe that.
which is dumb.
Is it?
I
Yeah,
dislike that
okay. I
a
don't
lot.
like. Yeah, that specific part of
And
the treaty I can
we fund
see.
a lot of NATO.
Yeah, that specific part of the treaty I can see, especially since we like do the majority of the
I mean, that
funding.
is
I
that
can
is
see how
kind
that's
of
kind of dumb.
all
I
of
can see how
NATO.
that's kind of dumb.
Yeah, that's kind of what
Well,
NATO
not
is
entirely.
for. I mean, it's basically just one big treaty with that
No,
rule.
that's like Article
Um,
5 or whatever. And there's like a bunch of other.
um, and I will try the hardest to get Greenland
Why? I
because
mean, well, I know why, but
yeah, because of the natural
yeah,
resources
still.
and whatnot. And if we work out a treaty with Russia, then we can work out a deal to like fund ways to get their natural
I still
resources,
just feel
and
like
then we would
starting a
split the
conflict there just
resources.
to get it is kind of not a good idea.
What conflict?
A conflict with whoever to get Greenland, Denmark, to get Greenland.
Well, I mean, I don't feel like there's gonna be a big
I mean, it
conflict.
might not be that
That's the thing.
big, but you're just gonna make tensions bad, and with you completely defunding NATO, I don't think very many people are going to like you. And then, who
Well,
are you gonna?
defunding NATO, that is what a lot of the government, like a lot of the country's military is. It's a lot of our Boeing 77s or whatever, a lot of our tanks, a lot of our weapons.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
the only
Hold
real,
on.
yeah.
Continue. I was just gonna add on when you're done. I have a question.
And the only like kind of threat that one of them has is France has 3 nuclear submarines, but they're not gonna get in a nuclear war for Denmark.
Yeah, they're not.
And then Roman.
I mean, you're right. I'm not saying that it's gonna start World War III. I'm just saying that it's gonna be a conflict, and people won't really like you very much.
Well, I mean, Denmark sending a sled to defend Greenland isn't a big hope.
I know. I'm not
for Greenland.
saying.
But
That's not what I'm saying.
Roman.
I told you.
So with you deciding to leave NATO, that's a good portion of what makes up our allies with Europe. So how would you account for that? Yeah, just how would you account for that?
Like in allies or like military stuff?
Like in allies, especially since Denmark is a NATO member.
Well, I don't think I will. I might leave NATO. I mean, I'm not a president, so I don't know for sure if I would yet. But uh, I don't feel like they have too much of a threat on America, especially if we have a treaty with uh Russia. And I feel like they wouldn't wage war on America to just to get back Greenland or what stuff like that.
I could see that, yeah.
Because that would be really dumb on their end.
Mhm.
I feel like it was gonna be more. Oh yeah, colonization. I feel like a good bit of southern or South America
Why?
would be good to because I know a lot of them have oil
See, I mean, I
'cause, you
wouldn't
know,
just go
baby, we
start
love
go
oil.
starting random wars just to get
Um
oil because look at this.
and
So if you yeah,
Hold on, Peyton, before you get
all right.
let Jordan finish, please.
and the more land and natural resources we have, the more businesses we can make, which will boost our economy
Yeah, and
in the
that
long
will be
term.
good, but like after all of this, your president, like literally pretty much everyone is going to hate us. We've gotten rid of NATO. We have took Greenland from Denmark. So like pretty much all of our European allies aren't going to be as big of fans of us anymore. And then like we're starting wars with people in South America, so they're not going to really be friends with us. So, and then all you have is like your little partnership with Russia, who probably isn't gonna like be
So,
best friends with you either right out off the gate. I think it will pretty much come out of everything with like 0 allies.
I mean, Russia, I don't think they would have any reason to dislike us. If, we have, yeah, if we have, um, like actual reasons, like business, like profitable ideas and stuff that we profit on, then I don't feel like Russia will attack, or not even, not attack, but like not be our ally. And my long-term hope for this is to then use all of the money that we gain from all of this like war and natural resources gaining will I will put almost all of it into uh science research to then try and colonize space as much as possible.
I wouldn't be too focused on like colonizing space, but
Well, I mean, the first like country to colonize space will have a massive advantage because we would have colonies on like planets that uh
have rocks.
the other people don't. And
and we can get all
well,
the
I mean,
cool Martian rocks.
colonizing space that does colonizing is more than putting a little tent up on
Well,
Mars.
we actually can't do that. We are nowhere remotely close to putting up bases on Mars. There's no way we'll be able to put people on Mars.
Yeah.
Which is why you
Well,
should
that was
not
just an
colonize
analogy.
space right now.
There's
no reason to
well,
right now. We'd need to be more scientifically
I feel like I feel like we need a lot of research going into that field.
Yeah, I agree.
Because
I'd agree with that.
if we put a colony, let's say in a lot of years on Mars first, then any like ships that land on Mars after us will be really easy to attack against because then they're just starting off on Mars.
Wait. What? So say that again. Hold on.
Okay. This is a hypothetical, but if us, America, colonize Mars and there's like trees and plants and whatnot and water,
Okay.
then let's say the English people, ew, not like us, but like
British people.
yeah, British. They land on Mars, then we can immediately attack them and get them off of Mars.
Why is this? I mean, if for the first one there, we can keep people off of there, I guess. But we'd also have to. I just feel like what I'm saying is that during your presidency, we're not going to be worrying about space travel. This would be something like 30, 40 years down the line minimum.
But yeah, but I want to be like the leader, the person that starts it all.
Okay. Well, you can start that by putting a bunch of research into it.
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Anywho, moving on.
Tardy.
Yeah. Oh, I thought Roman was gonna.
Roman
say
already
something.
did this.
No, I meant moving on. It's just you can go to your next whatever.
Thing.
I feel like that is about it.
Yeah. Is that all you have to say? All right. Let's.
Yeah.
Tardy, you want to give us your outro?
Roman, do you have anything to add to this episode or no?
What? What do you mean? I already did my segment.
Yeah, but do you have any like anything else to add? Cause your segment is
Of course I do. All
okay.
right,
Okay.
my segment time.
I was really worried that that was all that you were
No,
gonna
no,
do.
we just
That-
wanted
that-
to.
that's all of it. All right, so I'd just kind of chill, maybe get like a cupcake or something, just hanging out.
The usual.
huge.
Okay, the end.
All right.
If you like
First
that,
off,
hit the little
what I
bell.
would do is I would officially put my face on Mount Rushmore, because why not?
Okay, no, you're gonna get impeached.
You're so stupid.
What? No.
That's a Jordan idea.
How-
That's
how
a
would
Jordan
I?
idea.
Okay. Government spending. Here's how we're gonna do that. So, Social Security and all the mandatory budget. I'm not really opposed to how it looks right now.
Yeah.
It's pretty.
Who needs
set,
Social
set
Security and
straight.
cutting it? All of it.
Military would not be my biggest concern. It's I'm not saying I'm gonna like crazily defund it, but I would like to focus the budget
So are
on
you gonna
other.
defund it a little bit, keep it the same?
Let me look at something.
The maintaining percentage of its budget is around 50%.
It's not.
All right.
It's like 40.
I looked at the numbers. I think it's like 30.
Well, 39.
Is it 39?
Let
My
me
Alright.
numbers
look
were a
up,
little
'cause I-
different,
Let's look at
but,
the pie
well,
chart.
I mean,
Alright.
it's all varying.
38. Wow.
Well, no, I got different numbers than you do with a different source, but
Mhm.
it varies a lot. There's all kinds of crazy things, so we're not 100%
Okay.
sure. We'll just
Romo.
call it like 35, 30,
Okay.
whatever.
Yeah. Peyton. I would definitely increase healthcare.
Yes.
Seeing as that's a really big
Yes.
concern with whatnot and so
Yes.
have you.
Good idea.
I would increase infrastructure. I would like to put more money into infrastructure.
Yes.
Along with education.
Yes.
I don't have like crazy percentages.
got,
I'm just
like, a
more giving a
whole
general
percentage thing
basis, I guess. How much funding does customs get, like border patrol? I'll
not
get to
very
that in a second.
much.
But
It's less than police.
yeah,
Yeah. It's
yeah.
a lot less than police.
Government employees, they're doing all right. I mean, of course they could use
Yeah,
more
no,
money,
They're getting what they need.
but it's kind of hard to increase the budget for them without hurting us as a whole.
Yeah.
We don't need to.
Maybe give them like 1%, maybe half. I don't know.
Yeah.
I would definitely put a lot more money into science and tech and environmental
Yes, good idea.
science.
Good ideas.
Because
Unlike Cardi.
me and Peyton had a debate with some other pro nuclear people
Some
and also
anti-nuclear
some,
that's
people.
also something.
anti-nuclear people, which I would love to invest in nuclear energy because it's way more beneficial than
Yeah, that's what I
Yes,
was gonna
agreed,
do on mine.
definitely.
Than fossil
I was gonna-
fuels.
It's a lot
I was
more
gonna
beneficial.
Yeah.
cut all fossil
And
fuels and
it-
use only nuclear.
I that is actually one of your opinions that I really don't disagree with.
Might be not perfect. But...
Maybe not perfect, but it would. Be.
Okay.
Yeah, I would just try to increase education, maybe not a whole lot, but we definitely need better education and also rework the school system as a whole. How would I do that? Undefined as of now,
I don't think any of
but
us are gonna go into that
undeniably
right
I would
now.
rework the
Take a
system
moment.
because it's trash.
is.
Yeah. That's most of it for my spending. Just increasing that stuff.
Yeah, you're gonna need to
Um,
definitely find some way to make more budget.
I would probably do somewhat along the lines of what Jordan said and just increase tariffs. Maybe not by a whole much. Maybe by 10%, I'm not sure. But I would probably cut some taxes of the people, give them a little leeway. Um, definitely income tax, cause that everybody hates
I would
that.
feel like property tax is like the most like the first thing that we get rid of, or that's definitely the thing
Property
that I would get
tax?
rid of.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Why would you get rid of property tax?
because it's just I don't
Um,
like how
in
you
an
need it to pay taxes to like
yeah.
constantly to have something that you
In
own.
an ideal world,
I
I
agree.
would obviously decrease taxes, but it makes so much of our
But yeah,
budget.
you need funding
You
for
need
stuff.
funding if you want a
So
government.
That's probably where that's where my tariffs would come in, just to help replace some tax, especially income tax. I know that's like the biggest percent. It's like 49, or like it's a big percentage
What
of
is?
um income tax over all the
Yeah,
way
yeah.
the US gets taxes. Um that's yeah. With the laws, there's not really too much I would add to the laws. Um, if I could, in a perfect world, I would ban nuclear war. It's so stupid. It's
Yep,
probably the worst war type of war you
definitely.
can
I
have
think war in general. I
as
mean, obviously, in a
humankind.
perfect world, yes, no war. War is like kind of a bad thing, and I feel like going back to sorry if I just can say one more thing about treaties. If I would try and
Really.
sign like some sort of peace treaty of some kind with someone, I don't know. I would just like
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
make it
definitely.
more peaceful.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Um, I may not sign peace treaties with, every
Well,
country that
yeah,
faces the earth. Not that that's even
yeah.
possible,
oh,
but I would definitely just try to be a more neutral nation. I would
I
not
agree
try
with
to
that.
invade or conquer or colonization, whatever you want to call it. I'm not gonna try and do all that. We'll be good. Um, the laws, like I said, I don't really have much to add to the laws. Just please, for the sake of God, just rework the school system. It's um border border control and customs. Hmm. Let me hold on.
I would also put a little bit of budget in as being president into buying Jordan a fursuit.
yay!
So, um, with customs and border patrol, I don't want to get too much into it. Um, but I wouldn't really mess with it too much. Um, I feel like I don't need to increase it by a whole lot. I don't need to defund it.
Definitely not.
Um, definitely not.
PP.
I mean,
Um,
y'all, you didn't make any too good arguments. I kind of shot them all down. So if you want, I mean, if you
Okay.
after
We'll talk about this
outside,
after
yes,
podcast.
obviously outside podcast. Keep going.
yeah, ICE and all that I'm pretty neutral about. I'll let my aristocrats decide all that crap. Foreign relations, I kind of went over this, but I, um, I would just try to be a neutral country. I wouldn't try to start anything or do anything. I would just kind of be chill. I would still obviously trade. I would still be a part of NATO, but I would still I would defund NATO a good
Yeah.
bit. Enough to where I can benefit more. I'm not gonna completely defund NATO as a
Yeah.
whole.
Yeah, but it should be at least a little bit more fair because we are by
Yes,
far
because
the
we
I
number one.
agree with
contribute
that.
too
I
much.
agree with that.
Say
Um,
over half that is us.
Yeah.
yeah. And
Way over
then
half.
crisis management, for natural disasters, whatever.
And whatever.
Uh, I mean, the guys can deal with it. It will be fine.
Yeah.
Um, with whatchamacallit, with you know, with like economic disasters.
Dun dun
Um,
dun.
I think I would try to take an a more modernized FDR approach.
Mhm.
If we were to fall into a Great Depression, um,
A horrible depression. It's not.
a
Bad
horrible
depression.
The not so good,
The
very
not
good,
all
all
that
that
great
because
depression.
Yeah, for like a depression, I would just take an FDR approach, nothing
would you?
crazy. I would definitely not be like Herbert Hoover. That would be stupid. That's pretty much all I have to say. If you have any questions, please ask away.
Okay.
Okay.
Otherwise, hold your peace.
Okay. I will hold my
I like how you talk to me like that.
Okay. I
Okay.
think I'm good with most of what you said.
Any objections?
I
Or am I
do, but
just
that
that
should
good?
be off.
I'm just kidding.
Off podcast.
Yeah. Once like, hypothetically, if I was alive for space colonization, I would not like pick any fights, but if people did come to like my little space, then yeah, I would definitely
Tardy's
wage war.
Playground, the planet.
Tardy's Playground. Any objections, Your Honor? Or are we
All I know
good?
is that 6 is less than sooner, please.
Ah,
Mhm.
what are y'all doing?
That's not me. That's all
Yeah,
Peyton.
that's all Peyton.
So are we good?
Alright, Jordan, can you please sign us off?
Is that like crypto? Oh, okay.
All right, Jordan,
Uh,
take it away.
okay. If you liked the video, like the video, hit the little like button. If you like us, hit the subscribe button. But don't forget to hit that little bell. I am stopping now.
Dun 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 dun.